See, the way you make millions and millions of dollars on art, not just your art, is you make sure that the artist is dead. So you have to like get into the business of killing people in addition to curating the art.
So you think that you should find great art and then kill people?
Yes. That's exactly what I'm saying.
So you make the artist more famous by murdering them?
Correct. Yes. Because then their artwork just goes up in value because they're dead. They can't make anymore.
Yeah, but at what point is your gallery famous because everyone who puts their art in it dies, or is it the artist but dying that makes them famous? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you would definitely have to like pick and choose, because then artists would get to like superstitious and not want their art in your gallery, because then they would know they were gonna die.
Or they would come into the gallery and be like, "What's the deal here? Is this like a weird thing? Do you like disappear the people? They're not really dead, right?
Yeah.
Like, how can I?" Or there'd be some people who just don't care, who just want to be famous. They're like, "You can kill me."
Yeah. Or like some really tortured souls who are like, I can't do this anymore. Just like sympathy suicide, like assisted suicide. I think that's legal in Canada. Assisted suicide.
That's legal anywhere, dude.
Nope.
That's legal anywhere.
No.
If you meet somebody and you go, "You want to die?" and he's like, "Dude, do it," you could just shoot him right there on the spot.
I mean, yes, you could, but you could also, like, if his family members were like, "Hey, you shot this dude,"
Yeah.
you could go to jail.
Well,
still in the
they'll
US.
never know, because I always hide the body. Every truck stop I've been to where I approached some stranger in their car and said, "You want to die?" and they're like, "Sure." No one found the body. I'm fucking good at that. And it's been legal in every state I've done it in.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
You found a loophole.
Whatever, dude. You're killing people at your art gallery. I can't kill people at truck stops. Anyway, Bailey Newman's here on the podcast. I guess I won't do an intro. I don't know. I have no idea. This is my future sister-in-law, dude. We'll see, bro.
Maybe.
We'll fucking see,
we got
dude.
2 more years. Who knows?
Yeah, we might all die by then.
Yeah, pandemic is looking pretty bleak right now. Can we say that on here? Because I know
That the pandemic is bleak?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just like the C word. Can we say that on here?
Cunt?
No. No.
Because you could say COVID or you could say either one.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a
Cool.
very free podcast. You can say whatever you want.
Yeah, but I know that like sometimes
People don't want you to say
the
it.
big YouTube gets like a little.
Oh, this podcast isn't big enough to even worry about any of that.
What?
I might get demonetized on videos I cannot monetize because they don't have enough views to be monetized. Don't speak of COVID. People are going to watch this and be like, those people are near each other, and they're going to throw up.
Yeah, probably. I mean, they'll probably throw up into someone else's mouth, and then they'll both catch COVID that
That's
way.
pretty chill. That's
Mhm.
that's the way to get it. If
Yeah.
you're going to get COVID, you got to get it from puke. You got to get it from someone who is upset at 2 other people who are too close. If you want to get COVID, you got to watch a podcast where 2 people are very close and go, "That's outrageous," and you puke into your partner's mouth, and then they get COVID.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That
Yeah.
sounds about how I want to get it. I haven't gotten it this whole pandemic yet,
Uh-huh.
and I want to get it that way.
Is that why you came on the podcast, so that you could watch it at your apartment and go, "I can't believe we sat so close. Jake, we shouldn't have had to sit this close," and then you could puke into my brother's face.
Ugh.
And then I'll go, "What are you doing?" And then you both get COVID.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wanted to start off the chain reaction.
That'd be pretty good. It'd be, and then he'll leave the apartment, and then it'll be like that scene in in Stand By Me. Have you ever seen Stand By Me?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna remember every like
there's
scene.
there's a pie eating contest in Stand By Me.
Oh yeah,
where he
okay,
drinks
yeah.
the liquor and like eats like 5 raw eggs, and then he just fucking yaks, and then everybody yaks. That's gonna be the super spreader event that gets Cuomo in jail.
Our apartment.
Yeah, your apartment's gonna get that guinea in jail, dude.
Dang.
That Ginzo, dude. What do you think of that, of Cuomo right now? Do you know
I mean,
any-
I think he wants to run for president.
No, but like, do you know about the fucking? I mean, this is not a political podcast, but it's more so that Cuomo's very Italian. And do you know what's been happening with him recently?
No.
So he's getting in trouble because they think that he purposely hid the number. There was a controversy originally
About the nursing homes.
about the nursing homes, but the original controversy, I had a friend who works for the news explained this to me, so I trust his judgment. I won't say who he is, but because then when I get it wrong, he'll be fucked. But he told me that his name is Brian. No, it's not. He told me that this is the timeline. Cuomo got in trouble because, or it wasn't in trouble. People were mad and saying that like he killed a bunch of people in nursing homes because of the way he handled it. He had like a bunch of people stay in nursing homes, or he had people move to nursing homes when the pandemic was very bad, and a bunch of people died. So originally it was just people were mad at that choice resulting in death.
Yeah.
But now he's in trouble because apparently the actual numbers they put out of how many homeless people died.
Homeless people? Or nursing homes?
Homeless, I mean, they might as well be the same thing. I mean, the people who put them in the home care about them as much as a homeless person. You ever see The Sopranos?
Nope.
Well, his mom might as well have been a homeless person the way they treated her. No, I'm kidding. She sucked. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You haven't seen The Sopranos. You don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's get back to it. Let's speak of the actual Italian we're talking about, not other Italians. Cuomo. He's in trouble for fudging the numbers on how many people died in the nursing homes. How many old people, they might be homeless, they might not. Actually, well, technically, people in nursing homes are homeless.
I don't think that's correct because they do rent out the rooms that they stay in. So I think those technically are their homes because they're paying for them.
Yeah, but a lot of times it's a person who can't be in the home anymore. And you're like, well, they can't be homeless.
But they're in a nursing home, so
yeah,
they do have a home to live.
Yeah, but without the home, they'd be, I'm right, dude.
Debatable.
No, they're not. They're not homeless. But we treat them the same.
But did he really fudge the numbers, or did he just omit some numbers?
Well, he's saying that he didn't fudge the numbers at all. That like anybody saying that is wrong. But he's getting in trouble because they're leaking audio now of him like threatening journalists. But I think it's very funny because the reason why I'm so interested in it is because he sounds like Tony Soprano. Like he sounds like he thinks he's a mobster. Where he's like, listen, if you pursue this story, you're never gonna get work again. Like you're never gonna be able to cover me again. You're not gonna come to our events. I didn't listen to the tapes. I heard someone tell me what was on the tapes, so I could be totally off base. But it sounds like he's trying to be like a mafia man.
You can't do that.
No, dude, you can't do that.
I mean, but also maybe that makes him more endearing to New Yorkers.
I mean, yeah. I'm wondering if, I guess my dad is the barometer for whether that is working or not.
Yeah, you want to go pull him in?
Yeah. You want to go in the bucket? Wait, dog, what is this? We just talk?
That's what I would love to see. You bring your dad on here.
I've asked him, and that's what he says. He goes, what, am I just going to talk? People going to listen to it? And I'm like, yeah, that's how, yeah.
That's how they work.
Yeah, that's exactly how it goes. And he's like, what are you and your mom talking about? Actually, he doesn't care. He never asks. He just hears us laughing. He's like, what are you laughing about? I'm like, I don't know. We're having fun like people do. You know, sometimes you have fun with your parent, dude. I know it's a little foreign to you, but
I mean, during these times, you got to take fun where it comes.
You got to have fun, dude.
Yeah.
You got to have fun. Dude, that's a very poignant, interesting, introspective thing right there.
Lesson for you to learn.
You gotta have fun. No, that's true. I'm teasing you, but literally on the last podcast, I was telling people, I was like, you gotta like pay attention to the good times you have while you have them, because like, I mean, like what do you miss the most about pre-pandemic life? About like, just what are things that you in the back of your head is like, oh fuck, I wish I could do that.
See my friends?
Yeah, right? Just the basic seeing your friends?
Yeah. And like eating in restaurants. I miss tasting good food that I don't have to cook and put a lot of work into. And acting. I guess that's a big one.
Yeah, acting.
I miss that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were in like a few shows right when the pandemic. You were like all geared up, dude.
Yeah, so here's the thing. A lot of my castmates and like the director and stage manager
started doing art, and then you killed them, and now they're famous.
Well, they think we caused the pandemic.
Oh, really?
Because we did Macbeth, which is a Shakespeare show that has a lot of bad luck attached to it.
Yeah.
So we were performing it, and literally the pandemic started in the middle of us doing the show, and New York closed down our last performance. So we caused it.
Yeah. And this is a bit, but you're not, though, right?
Yeah.
Like, your castmates genuinely think this is true? Your director, dude, guys, dude. Your director? This guy spoke to us when we went to see your show. Is that who I'm talking about?
The old guy?
Yeah, you know the old guy?
No, that's a different show.
Oh, okay. There was this old dude when I went to one of your shows who came out and he was explaining the play we were about to see.
Yeah.
For like a half hour.
Yeah, that was the other show that I did.
Okay.
That was in February, so there was a little bit more of a time.
That caused the pandemic, dude. I saw that show. That caused the pandemic. It was all about someone being sick, wasn't it? Doesn't the fucking dad get really sick and die?
No, dude, that's like a show that I did like a couple years ago.
No, no. The show I saw was there was a dad.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't shut the fuck up, and his wife. And he didn't like his wife, and he wanted to get divorced, but you can't back then because it's like so crazy.
So she drove him crazy.
Yeah,
so,
she drives him insane, and then he dies.
And he dies, yeah.
That wasn't 2 years ago.
That was like a year ago. That was like the summer before the pandemic started. So I did a show with that director again in February, and then I did the Shakespeare show in March.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's not that crazy then.
Yeah, it is. It is crazy because you had the wrong show.
Yeah, but a whole year has gone by. I missed one show, is what you're saying.
Yeah, but
because
that's
you had
too
the
much.
Shakespeare
You shouldn't
show
have
and
missed any of my
get
shows.
the fuck out of here, bro. I feel like that was in like January. It was cold out when I saw that.
Well, we did it twice. We did that show twice. So we did it in December of the year before the pandemic. No, the 2 years before the pandemic, and then we did it the summer before the pandemic. So you saw it the first time we did it. Because it was you and your madre. And
that was 2 years ago?
Yeah, dude. That was 2 years ago.
Wow. I guess one of those years doesn't really count, though.
Yeah, the whole pandemic year.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
No.
Because
nothing happened.
Yeah, you couldn't have acted.
Yeah.
Although you did a lot of web shows that I refuse to watch, dude. Bailey was like, I'm doing Shakespeare live alone in the apartment.
Yeah, and you know what? I had a whopping 2 viewers. So
imagine if you actually did that.
No, Shakespeare scares me. So like when I did Macbeth, I'll probably never do it again because I caused the pandemic doing Shakespeare. So
okay, enough of that shit, dude. Because you're saying it, but dude, I've been around enough theater people to know that that's not even a joke. That's like, there's probably legitimate people on the cast who are still like, I caused it. No, but seriously, I fucking caused it.
Yep.
Yeah, stop that. Wait, what are you so you? I didn't know that you're kind of nervous about when you're nervous when it comes to Shakespeare.
Yeah, Shakespeare is really intimidating. I don't know what it is about it. I feel like really pro actors do it, and they're like really high class when they do it, and I get nervous. I don't like to do it. I auditioned for like a Shakespeare show once, and the guy, I don't know why it affected me so much, because usually after auditions you get like no reaction, and just as an actor you're like, oh, okay, fine, and then you kind of self-reflect. But I did an audition for a Shakespeare company, and I brought in a piece of paper, and I tore it up and like threw it all over the floor, like my acting teacher had told me to do during this monologue.
Oh my god. Wait, so take it back. So you told your acting teacher that you had an audition.
No. So I was in a Shakespeare class where we were like learning how to do Shakespeare.
Okay.
And we were doing a monologue, and my teacher like just said, like, this would be a good monologue for you to do in an audition. Like, if you do it, make sure you have the piece of paper with you. And so then I got an audition, and I was like, oh, let me remember all of these things that he had told me, and let me do it for the guy who's auditioning me.
Yeah.
And at the end, he was like, great, well, and I was like, oh, sorry, let me pick up my paper. I was like, thank you so much for your time. And I left, and I was like, God, I fucking I bombed that one bad.
The whole time he was like, "Oh yeah, this is pretty."
Yeah.
The fuck? The fuck was that?
Yeah.
Why'd you rip that up?
Yeah.
Yeah, see you later. Why the and then when you left the room, he's like, "Why the fuck did you rip up the paper?"
He was by himself. So.
Oh, was he by himself?
Yeah.
He said it to himself. He just looked around. He's like, "Why the fuck did she rip up that paper?" And he's like, "Oh shit, I'm the only one here. Maybe I should ask her to do it." I'm in my fucking mind.
Yeah. So that just kind of scarred me, and I've just never thought I could do Shakespeare.
Why? So now you think? What do you think it was though? Do you think you just were bad in general, or you think it was the paper? Because I think it was the paper mainly. I think it was mainly just why did she do that at the end?
No, I think it was also like I was bad at it.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I really understood what that monologue was about.
Mm-hmm.
So I was probably saying it in a way that was nowhere near where Shakespeare actually meant it to be.
Is that the difficulty of it? Is of knowing, like, how to say it like an actual person?
Yeah, because I think that's the difficulty in it, to like try and modernize it to make it more accessible for people to like understand. But also, if you mistranslate it at all, you get something completely different than what people say the monologue should be about.
Oh, so it's a lot of like you need to understand what people want it to mean.
Yeah.
Rather than like, oh, so even if you did your own interpretation, people would be like, "That's not what the fuck it is."
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's boring.
Because people are very, very particular on how they want their Shakespeare.
Yeah. Shakespeare is the Star Wars of the theater world.
Yeah, I would say that's about right.
Yeah. Where if you can't fuck with the Bible,
No.
dude. You can't.
No.
It's too sacred to change in any way whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
And if you make a change, it has to be very true to the roots of it. But I'm lucky in that I don't give a fuck about either of them. I'm very lucky in that I don't give a fuck. I always hated Shakespeare, reading it in school. I didn't understand why we were reading it. I didn't understand why it was so... I mean, when you remove the way it's said, they're interesting enough stories.
Yeah.
But I don't, and maybe I'm not sophisticated or smart enough, but I don't understand why it's so revolutionary.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think for me, the most revolutionary thing about Shakespeare is that he just made up a bunch of bogus words that we continue to use now. So, like,
oh, really?
Yeah. So a lot of the words he uses within his play were never heard before in Old English.
Oh.
So I think that's a little fitting because their audiences must have been like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, this is not a real word.
Yeah.
And then today, audiences are like,
what
the fuck are you talking
yeah, fuck
about?
him, dude. What? For a second, that made me feel better. Now I'm pissed. Now I'm like, wait, no one ever knew what the fuck he was talking about.
Yeah.
So he's just an asshole.
I don't want to exile myself from the theater community.
Okay,
so
you don't have to say
I'm not saying anything else.
I'll speak for myself, not both of us. But Shakespeare seems like an asshole. He seems like a douche who was like, you know what, man? My plays aren't that interesting. Let me just write a bunch of nonsense that no one for all of time will understand. My books are timeless in that forever there will be a kid who's like, why the fuck do I have to read this? I don't know what it means. And their parent will be like, it's very smart. And you'd be like, do you know what it means? They go, shut the fuck up and read it. You read it right now. Don't ever question whether I know what it means.
Yeah, I just think it's a bunch of people pretending like they know what Shakespeare means.
Yeah.
So it's become this very pretentious thing.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing that's always bothered me too, is that even when you understand it, when you finally do understand like what the hell you're reading and you understand the stories and everything, you're like, oh yeah, it's pretty good. But then people will be like, it's so incredible. It's always the person who thinks it's the most incredible seems to understand it the least and just is infatuated with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then you like interact with those people and you think, oh wait, do I not know what I'm talking about? That's how I feel.
Yeah, you go the opposite way.
Yeah.
I go, fuck this person. Shut the fuck up. You go like this. Wait, what? And I go like this. God damn it.
Yeah, that sums it up.
Anyway, hold on. All right, we got time. I time it because the camera goes out at a certain point.
No, I want to go past that.
So
I don't want to do the...
You want the screen to go black?
Yeah.
No, dude. They have to see our beautiful faces, dude. On YouTube, they got to see us. They can't just see it go to black and it say talking to myself. and then me be like, fuck, technical difficulties. I suck at this.
I like that. I think that would be interesting.
It's happened before because I just don't realize, or the timer goes off and I don't know, and then it just goes black for a while. And I every time feel very stupid about it. Because it's too expensive. It's too... I don't know how to... There's ways to do it where you don't have to do 2 parts. You could just do a full hour. But it's like, it's too many things.
Well, I think that's the camera. Like, the camera has a cutoff limit, right? Because, like, it overheats.
Well, the overheating thing is kind of like a bullshit thing. It's really like a weird...
No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It was like a tariff thing where, like,
yes,
the cameras had to put this limit on it so it wouldn't be considered a video camera.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it is. And there's ways to like hack the cameras, but I looked up hacks for this one, and it was really a hack for an old version of it. And then like there's ways to record through OBS and other software, but then it was lagging. So fuck it, we just do 2 parts, and that's it. And I don't want to hear another word about it. No one gives a shit what I'm saying right now. Enough. What's it called? Oh, I want to ask you about because you were supposed to get married, right?
Yeah.
What do you like? What? And I don't. You're the only person I know of. I mean, I know this happened for a lot of people, but you're the only person close to me who I know was supposed to have a wedding, and then no wedding because of COVID. And like, what is that? I can't imagine what that is like.
It was annoying.
Yeah.
I mean, it's annoying because you spend so much time getting the vendors together to like be there on the same day, and then I gotta tell them, oh no. And then I got to reschedule everything, and some of the vendors aren't available. I mean, people were mostly nice about it.
But like, even beyond the scheduling, leading up to it, when you first hear about COVID,
yeah,
what's your thought?
Well, like back in March, we were like, oh, it'll be over in a couple months. Like October wedding, we're gonna be good. It's gonna be fine. We don't need to move it.
It's not gonna be. We're not gonna still be inside by Halloween.
Right. Yeah. Right. And one of my coworkers, she had a wedding in May, and she had to move it. And I was like, oh, that sucks. Glad I don't have to do that.
Loser.
And then we did have to do that, and then we had to move it again.
Yeah.
Because we thought there's no way it's gonna go into 2021.
Damn, dude.
It's still here.
There's gonna be so many people who have like 2 year. You have a 2 year delayed wedding.
Yeah. I mean, there's people who just said fuck it and like got married anyway.
Yeah.
That's how my parents got COVID, because they went to a wedding. Don't go to a wedding during COVID.
Yeah, dude, stay the fuck home. Listen, dude, you already didn't want to go to the wedding. Use the excuse, finally. Use that excuse. If it wasn't your and my brother's wedding, I wouldn't want to go to the wedding. I'd be like, a wedding?
Really? Well... It depends on the person.
Listen, man. I've been to some weddings where I'm like, do I need to be here? I'm sure you were at them with me.
Well, probably.
Do we need to be here?
I don't know. I like the dancing part of the wedding, but I only like the dancing part of the wedding if I know people there and I'm like having a good time.
Well, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah, like I think we went to like one of your cousin's weddings. And that wasn't that fun for me because we just sat in the corner next to a really loud speaker the whole time.
Yeah, I don't want to, yeah. I'm sure the one where you went to my brother's friend's wedding. Was that fun? Right? Didn't you go to his wedding? He was the best man or something?
Yeah, yeah.
Those are probably fun.
Those are fun because I know those people.
Yeah.
So they're good.
Yeah. I guess we're in the age range where we haven't like gone to a lot of weddings where it's like our friends and we know what's up.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't have a lot of friends, so I don't think I'll ever really get to that.
I mean, that's a fucking you problem, dude. You don't have a lot of friends, and when you do, you're like, let's do a podcast. And they're like, I'm moving away.
I'm moving. Different country.
Do you want to talk about that? Bailey did a podcast.
Yeah, so I started a podcast with one of my friends talking about cheese.
Yeah. What was it called again?
That's What Cheese Said.
That's a good name.
Yeah, it's a really good name.
It's a really good name. That is a good podcast to commit to.
Yeah, and it was something we both really loved. We loved trying new cheeses and eating them. So we would get together, try our cheeses, and then we would talk about how the cheeses made us feel. So maybe that's a little too like hibby-dibby for people.
That's what people tuned out. They're
Yeah.
like, whoa, come on, dude. Just rate the cheese and fucking move on.
Yeah, but
How does brie make you feel? Well, when I was a little girl.
well, yeah, that's what we did. We would like talk about memories of like what the cheese would inspire us.
I ate a piece of cheese right after Joey said no. I don't know. I'm creating a scenario
The
where
salt and the cheese made you think of the tears you spilled for Joey.
for Joey, yeah. I
Yeah.
asked Joey, would you date me? And he said, you're a weirdo. And I had a piece of brie after. And and then he was like, you're as stinky as that cheese.
Yeah, similar.
You know what? That's a good show. Yeah, that's a good show. Dude, can I go on that show? Wait, so what happened with the show?
So we recorded about 7 episodes, and we wanted to record a full season before we start putting stuff out. And then my co-host decided that they were going to move to Scotland for grad school. So we're like, oh, okay, there's going to be a couple year gap.
Yeah.
And we couldn't get the same cheese because there's lots of laws on exporting and importing cheeses into different countries, which you wouldn't expect.
Did you talk about that on the podcast?
No, because she had already moved at that point.
Oh, damn. See, that would have been so good. Oh, wait. So her moving, that's why she couldn't get certain cheeses?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you look into this?
I did.
Okay.
I did. It's
okay.
legit.
You had the same thought as
It's
me.
legit.
You're like, trouble exporting cheeses. You
No,
could
no,
just say you don't want to do it anymore.
No, because we were like looking into different cheese subscription boxes that we could both have access to, and then you can't because there's import-export rules.
So you're telling me Scotland doesn't have the cheese access that America does?
They might have their own cheese access, but because it's raw cheese, we can't get it here in the U.S.
Oh, so we have less access.
We have less access.
Damn.
We have more rules about cheese than other countries do.
The U.S. is lacking in the cheese department.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, but I think she's decided she permanently wants to live in Scotland, so that's dead.
Yeah. So it was a permanent decision to end the podcast on her part.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm really enjoying not doing the podcast anymore, so I'm going to stay here. You were like, if you come back, we'll do it. She's like, actually, I'm staying here permanently.
Yeah, that's the lengths people will go to not do a podcast with me.
Yeah, that's the theory. People, yeah. Your friends have said that, right? Or somebody?
My sister.
Your sister said that?
Yeah, my sister said I should stop trying to do podcasts with people because they just all move away.
That's pretty good. I never met your sister.
Yeah, she's a dark one.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's kind of every time you tell me a story about her, it's always she says something that I feel like I might have said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like you guys are similar in some ways.
Yeah, I feel like we are probably both the darker people of our family.
Yeah, and you're both the babies of the family.
Oh, really? Oh, she's the baby?
She's the baby.
I don't want to meet her. Fuck that, dude. I'm the only baby in the family, okay? Well, now I'm like the middle child.
What the hell does that mean?
I mean, if you take it, listen. I wasn't the one who was on board with like.
Are your parents having another kid? Like,
no,
what's happening?
No. But when you guys got engaged, it was like, oh, your brother became my brother. Or like that's what you guys started saying. And at first I was like, I don't know about all this. But now I'm like, okay, cool, he's my brother, you're my sister.
Yeah.
So if we're going by that logic, which I pushed against, so don't give me shit right now. Then I'm like the middle child, aren't I?
Yeah,
because all you guys are younger.
Yeah.
And then I'm
including
literally the middle
my
kid.
siblings.
Yeah, like your siblings, then you, then me. I'm smack in the middle.
Well, then it would be me and you or both because it would be 6 children.
True, you're right. Yeah, that's right. I thought it was 7 for some reason.
No,
you're right. Me and you in the middle. Hell yeah, dude. Middle squad, dude. That's gonna be our podcast. The middle ones.
Yes.
Yes. I was telling my friend, because I was asking her. I was like, because I met one of her friends.
Weird.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, why would you do that?
I met my friend's friend. Anyway, but I thought her friend was like cute, so I was like, "Yo, does your friend think I'm cute?" And she's like, "Well, I don't know. We don't really talk about it." I was like, "Yeah, but like when does she think I'm cute though?" Like when you have talked to her? She's like, yeah, I think she thinks you're cute. And I went, yes! And that really is how I feel when people say, right? Isn't that how you feel when somebody who you think is cute, who thinks you're cute? Well, I guess you're engaged. Well, it still is a thing. But I was going to say you're engaged, so you don't feel that anymore. You still feel that. But if somebody thinks you're cute, aren't you like, yes? Isn't that the feeling?
I don't know if I have that aggressive of a feeling to it. Mine is more of like that's more of like how
you go,
I feel. Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. We'll pick this up in a second.
30 minutes stop.
Yeah, we'll leave off on. So we're talking about saying yes. Oh yeah, you don't have that reaction.
No, I have the calmer reaction.
Oh yes. So I go yes, and you go. So I feel like it's the same thing. I feel like it's a different version.
Yeah.
That's the girl version of doing it, and the very manly way is yes.
I don't want to put genders to the way that we.
You don't want to gender the way that we react to things?
Yeah. It's just yours is a little bit more aggressive.
No, dude, this is the very masculine, manly. Yes. It's the most manly thing I've ever done. It's reacting to someone thinking I'm cute. Yeah, I hope she likes me. Yeah. You don't. So you go hee hee hee. You don't go. So do you go hee 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 when people see you sneeze online? When people are like, you have the nicest sneeze.
In that instance,
Yeah.
I don't think I do the hee hee hee. I just laugh because I think it's hilarious.
You go, oh my god. Wait, so explain it. So you have.
So I have a video online of like a bunch of bloopers, and in the bloopers I sneezed like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And I started getting a lot of comments on YouTube like, oh my gosh, you have the cutest sneeze. I love to watch you sneeze. You should do more videos where you're sneezing. Oh, the ones where you're sneezing and it's uncovered, that's epic. So I've stumbled upon the sneezing fetish community.
Yeah.
And that's been fun.
The middle school kids who have a sneezing fetish.
It's a real thing. Sneezing kinks, real.
It has to be. I mean, once you told me that someone commented epic, it has to be someone young, because epic is you only say the word epic when you're in 6th to 8th grade.
See, I feel like it's older people who are like trying to be cool
And they're like mentally stunted.
I just think they're trying to be like hip, like what the kids say these days, epic.
Oh, that could be it too.
Yeah, that's what I think it is.
Or it could be someone who is like 30 with middle school brain.
What?
Just very socially immature. It's got to be.
Yeah, I mean that could also be it too. But hey, if they get joy out of
The kids don't say epic. That's where you're losing me. The kids do not say epic. The kids say fucking yikes, dude. That's a big yikes for me. That's what kids say now.
Well, I don't know. These kids these days.
You just gotta watch Twitch. If you want to stay hip on what kids say these days, you watch Twitch streamers. And what they say big yikes. They say low IQ is the new way to say someone's stupid. You say, yo, you're low IQ.
That sounds pretty nice. That's like a nice way of saying someone's stupid. You have a low IQ.
I think that's mean. I think it's meaner.
Really?
I'd rather be called stupid than low IQ. Low IQ is like you tried and you're fucking dumb. That's like you took the test. Stupid is, that's my opinion of you. Low IQ is like you took the test and you're
approve.
Fucking dumb. Yeah, I approve.
Okay.
I have the number score of how idiotic you are.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does seem a little meaner.
That's mean, dude.
Yeah.
But anyway, I still call kids low IQ, so that's what I do. I go on Twitch and I just go, you're all low IQ idiots.
And they're like, oh, dang, I was insulted by my peer, even though you're not Gen Z.
That's true. And they go, that's a big yikes for me. You're not my peer. No, they say, oh, I was insulted by my peer. And they go, that's a big yikes for me. I'm a millennial. Yikes. Big yikes. Yikes-a-roni. I get very annoyed at what people say online. I don't know why.
Yikes-a-roni?
Really big yikes. No, if they said yikes-a-roni, that'd be chill as hell, dude. That's like yikes macaroni and cheese.
I'm thinking like the Chef Boyardee pasta. That's what.
Yikes-a-roni!
That's what I think about when I think yikes-a-roni.
You should make Gen Z branded. That should be your job. Gen Z brand copywriting for Chef Boyardee products. For new Chef Boyardee products. Instead of calling it tortellini, let's call it yikes-a-roni.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Just give me a call if you're connected with Chef Boyardee.
Yeah, if you're connected with Chef Boyardee and you're listening to this, and you want to get more hip, hit up our girl Bailey.
I got some ideas.
Yeah, dude. Yikes-a-roni. Damn.
Have you been seeing it all the TikToks and the Instagram reels where people are like, Gen Z is telling me that side parts and skinny jeans are out, but you ate Tide Pods. Have you seen any of those?
No, I don't watch bummer millennial TikToks.
They just keep popping up for me. I'm not like really interested in it. Maybe because they know I'm a millennial and they know I wear a side part.
Yeah.
And have skinny jeans.
Yeah.
But I don't really like it.
The algorithm scanned your wardrobe and was like, you like these videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't. But
how do you feel? It bums you. Doesn't that video bum you out?
yeah, because one, I feel really freaking old.
Yeah.
When I watch those videos, and then two, let Gen Z think what they want.
Yeah, well, it's also like you're not you. Who do you think is coming off well in this?
Yeah, not the millennial who's
Yeah.
like talking about it.
You're going on TikTok to insult Gen Zers. That's like going to a playground and being like, "You guys can't climb the monkey bars. I can." It's like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? You out of your mind?
That's a weird analogy, Jake.
No, it's perfect because TikTok is for the kids.
Uh-huh.
It's for kids. It's for the Gen Zers. They own it. They understand it. They're better at it.
Okay.
And then you're going into their territory and being like, I got the real style. That's fucking psychotic. It's like you're going to a kid's birthday party and being like, I fit in here. Everyone's like, no, you don't.
Okay.
You're fucking 20. You're 27, dude. We're trying to bowl with bumpers. You want to use bumpers with us? What the fuck are you talking about? You eat Tide Pod. Also, you're just in... Who are you insulting when you say you eat Tide Pods? Children?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Children who almost died eating Tide Pods.
Yeah. You almost died from Tide Pods, idiot. I never ate a Lego head when I was a kid. Fuck. That's what I did.
I know you.
I can't shit on kids who eat Tide Pods. I swallowed Lego heads as a baby, so.
Yeah, I didn't do that. I think the weirdest thing that I
Well,
ate
looks like you
as a
weren't
child,
cool.
I ate dirt as a child. That's like the weirdest thing that I ate.
This motherfucker over here is saying that I'm weird with the Lego heads. Well, you just ate.
I mean, not like a lot of dirt, but like sometimes I would just like take my finger and like lick it and then get some dirt and then.
Did you have a deficiency?
I don't know. Maybe it's possible.
Oh fuck, what's it called? They're on a different.
See, you're making fun of me, and it was a deficiency.
Oh fuck you, dude! I had plastic deficiency, dude. That's what I had. I didn't get enough plastic in my diet. I had to eat Lego heads to sustain myself.
Yeah, it was before fish had millions of plastic pieces in them, so you weren't getting it through food.
How dare you insult the fish that I eat? That's true. See, that's how I go against what's called environmentalists. I go, listen, I always needed plastic in my diet. You can't save these fish because now I have to start eating Lego heads again, and I can't go back to that. No, what the fuck? Dirt. I don't know what the deficiency is, but I was listening to a podcast where someone else was talking about how they used to eat dirt as a kid, and they were talking about how that's like a paleo some weird name.
Keto.
It's like an iron deficiency thing. Keto? Yeah, it was ketamine.
Keto. Yeah.
Keto. Yeah, you were on keto.
Yeah, I was on keto.
That's what you do when you're on keto. You get you get so nutrient deficient that you eat dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it works. You lose weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could tell.
Damn, dude, you need to eat something right now. We're gonna hear that growl on mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see what I've been seeing a lot of lately. Also on TikTok is someone gets like one viral video, like they get one video out of nowhere that gets like 1 million views or something, and then they make another video after, thanking people that they got so many views. And the second video has like 1,000 views.
Oh.
So they're talking to nobody.
That's sad. Oh, that's sad. I feel bad for them.
Well, it's fine because like I do this podcast and talk to no one for the most part. Like not a lot of people listen, but there's something weird about like your thing just going spontaneously viral for no reason.
Yeah.
And then you thanking people
who just like stumbled upon it.
Yeah, who just found it and like, oh, I like that one video.
Yeah.
And then moved on.
Yeah, and like didn't like research into you more. And,
yeah, they're not going back for the So who you talking? Like, it's just weird.
I mean, that kind of reminds me of like the one-hit wonders.
Yeah.
Like that's probably how those artists feel.
I think about that all the time. Of like there are way more one-hit wonders now than ever before, and we witness them in such a weirder way.
Mm-hmm.
Because a one-hit wonder before, you only saw the song and you're like, oh, that's a really good song, and then you don't listen to any of their other stuff. But then they just die because they don't have another hit.
Yeah.
But here you like the person can just keep doing things.
Mm-hmm.
So you watch them like desperately try and like hold on to the thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, you just said like milk in a funny way and got 3 million views. What are you doing? There's no.
You can't recapture that. That's a one and done.
The video I saw, it was funny too because the thing must have went viral a little late because he had a video where he was saying something. He was in a parking garage and he was walking and he goes, older women are always like, oh, that's so cute, you're so young. And I'm like, all right, well then breastfeed me. And then he did this. I made a weird face.
Yeah.
And then there was another video right after, which was like a TikTok trend, like this music thing where it was like, older women be like, you're so young. And then the music plays and he goes, all right, well, breastfeed me then. I need the nutrients. So it's clear that like it didn't go viral yet. So he tried it again with another kind of video.
Yeah. And
then the video after that was him being like, thank you so much for me going viral. But you're like, you listen, man, you just said something weird. Like it's not.
Yeah. It just seems pretty cringy.
Yeah. You just said, I don't know. It'd be like if I was like, you know what? I got a freaking PP, and for some reason I got 6 million views, and then afterwards it's like, thank you so much, you guys really connected with me saying PP. Yeah. I said it in the exact way that hit your heart. It's just weird.
You're like reading too much into it.
Yeah. But anyway, but still I would say the millennial one bums me out more.
Yeah. I agree.
Who was in the video? Is it describe some of the people in these boomer TikToks?
It's usually like a basic millennial bitch.
Yeah.
So she's got like long hair that's been highlighted or has
white
balayage.
Lady.
White. Yeah. Probably around my age, your age.
Okay. So just young enough where she thinks it might be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely, I haven't seen any of like the older millennials do it. It's definitely like our age who are trying to hold on to our youth and see it slipping through our fingers.
Yeah, dude, that's rough.
Yeah.
That's not, I don't think, TikTok's not a good place for people like that.
No. Well, I feel like the pandemic is also just like, we can't go out and have fun anymore. So like, we're just seeing like all the young generations go out and have fun on TikTok and like, we're like, oh, fuck, we're old.
Yeah. And I've had friends directly who like are talking to me with, I don't know, because they want to do comedy or they want to do, have a creative career, and they like are just absorbing TikTok and shit that like a lot of younger people are doing, thinking that like, well, that's the future and I don't understand it, so I'm fucked. And it's like, dude, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, you don't understand it. Don't try and understand it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I have a friend who does TikTok and she's doing very well, and she doesn't try and do TikTok videos. She says funny shit to the camera.
Yeah.
And that's what that's what she does. Or she posts like stand-up clips and she's doing very well on it.
I feel like that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Is like you just take your own content and you just put it up there.
Yeah, and it also, the thing you got to realize is there are always the kids who think the thing is a bummer. And that group of people will never exist. Like, there are kids right now. I would be the kid. I would be this particular type of kid if I was in middle school right now or whatever. I would be the kid who's like, TikTok's fucking stupid.
Oh yeah.
And there will always be a ton of people like that who don't like the thing, who like that might be your audience. So like, there's no point in going on there and trying to be the thing that you hate. It's like,
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense.
Stay true to you.
Yeah,
Have fun
dude.
while you're doing it.
Yeah, dude. That's why I do Shakespeare every day, because that's where my audience is. People who love Macbeth love me. Mel Gibson is Macbeth? Oh my God, Queen.
No.
You don't like Macbeth? You don't like Mel Gibson's Macbeth?
I didn't even know he did.
He did, yeah, he did like a while ago.
Really?
I don't know who directed it. Oh no, not Macbeth. He was Hamlet.
Oh.
Have you seen that?
No.
He's one of them. He's in fucking one of them. Michael Fassbender was Macbeth. Did you see that?
No, I didn't. I mean, I don't really watch things, so.
Are you a theater kid or what, dude? What's going on with you?
I mean, yeah, I'm a theater kid, but theater is expensive.
And it's fucking dead. Yeah, right, dude? It's fucking dead. Yo!
No.
Kidding. Comedy's dead, too. It's all good. Everything's dead. Movies are dead.
Everything's dead. Everything's been done before. No reason to try.
Yeah, you just gotta fucking shit on the kids for the Tide Pods and wear your slacks and skinny jeans and be like, you know what? The true style was an Even Stevens, and I'm replicating that. You gotta eat.
Yeah, I guess I'm hungry. It's lunchtime.
I don't know if you guys heard that, but Bailey's stomach just went. Ah!
Like he usually does.
You should TikTok that. You should sneeze and have it growl the same. You should get 2 mics, one for sneezes and one for growls, and start ASMR stinky cheese. Call it that. ASMR stinky cheese. And you eat cheese. That's what you do.
So then it makes my stomach growl?
You get really hungry, so your stomach growls. You go, I need some cheese. Achoo! And then you eat the cheese. And then you put that on TikTok, and you're going to be viral
I
as
like
shit,
it because
bro.
I'll hit both the sneeze fetish and the stomach growl fetish.
And you get that cheese back in there?
And the cheese.
Yeah. And then also, you'll put it on TikTok.
Although that's not good for my cholesterol, so I gotta cut that out.
Okay. You want to talk about your sudden discovery of your cholesterol in here?
Yeah. So I went to the doctor thinking, it's that time of the year. I should probably go.
Mm-hmm.
And they took blood. And usually they're like, oh, everything's fine. So I'm like, yeah, everything's going to be fine.
Mm-hmm.
I get a note from my doctor that says, hey, your cholesterol's a little high, so you should probably cut out dairy, red meat, and fried foods. And as I'm reading this, I'm just chowing down on like a pan of macaroni and cheese. So I'm like, fuck, I guess I'll start tomorrow. But like cheese has been my comfort food throughout the whole pandemic. So
yeah, I mean,
that's going to be a little depressing.
Now you're just going to kill yourself.
I mean, do I want to live a life with no cheese? Not really. So might as well just end it.
Yeah, that's one of those real choices where you're like, do I want it? How bad is high cholesterol?
Yeah.
That would be my question in this scenario. I guess you could have a heart attack from high cholesterol.
Yeah, I mean, like the fat gets into your blood and can give you like a heart attack or
clogged arteries.
Yeah, or stroke or something like that. So, do I let the cheese kill me? Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Never have mac and cheese again, or have it and maybe die of a heart attack.
I mean, I don't think I'm never gonna have cheese again.
Well, it sounds like you can't.
It sounds like I just need to cut back for a little bit.
Sounds like your doctor's like, don't ever eat this again,
no!
dude. But I have a podcast about cheese. No, you don't. Not anymore.
Not
Damn
anymore.
it.
Your co-host is in Scotland. You have high cholesterol. No more.
Yeah, you got to give that up, dude. You ever think about, damn, that's a pretty good idea I like that podcast idea.
Yeah. And I just never released the episode. So there's like 7.
Oh, it never even came out?
No, there's just 7 episodes I have that have never been released.
Oh, really? Well, this is the announcement. She's going to put them out there.
We'll see, because I canceled my podcast host. So
You canceled and deleted all the episodes?
I didn't delete them. They're on Dropbox.
Maybe you could put them out and then be like, does anyone want to host this with me?
I feel like I got to get my co-host's consent for that.
What do you mean?
Like, make sure she's okay with me
Oh, for sure. Yeah, well,
on.
don't put it out there. Yeah, well, true, yeah. And also you got to ask her if you want to put it out at all.
Yeah.
Because what if she says no?
Then I'll be sad, and then I'll ask if I can restart it with someone else.
And what if she says, well, at that point you can still...
I mean, I have the Instagram account and everything, so I feel like it's just a waste. We get a couple followers every day. I'm like, we haven't
You
posted.
still do?
Yeah, I'm like, we haven't posted any new content in like a long time.
Damn, dude. That means it was a good idea. If people are still following, you don't even post shit.
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta fucking get back on that
capitalize.
cheesy grind. You gotta tell your doctor, hey man, if I die in the path to fame, that's how it works.
That's how it works. I died doing something I was trying to get famous at.
I gotta follow my true passion, and that's cheese and wine and making people move to different countries. Okay?
But wine is like whining about memories, not like drinking.
Oh, you don't drink wine on the podcast?
I mean,
I thought you guys drank wine and
I
sipped
guess
cheese.
we did have like an alcoholic beverage that went along with it, but I've given up drinking. I'm not doing it anymore.
Oh, altogether?
Yeah.
Why?
I just don't like it. It tastes gross.
You don't like there's no alcohol that you enjoy?
No. I think it all has like that kind of burn. I mean, I would drink Prosecco because it made me feel kind of like a boozy bitch. Boozy.
A boozy bougie bitch?
Yeah. Hey.
So they pay me the big bucks, which is $0 for this podcast.
But I don't like the taste of anything.
Yeah.
And the next day, I feel like I always have a headache, and then I think about all the brain cells that I've probably killed by having alcohol, and then I don't like that.
Yeah. I used to be that way. I used to be petrified of the brain cell thing of like, am I destroying my memory and destroying my brain by drinking and stuff?
Yeah.
But then I got depressed enough where I just drank a lot.
Yeah. Because then you're trying to kill the brain cells.
Yeah, then you don't really think about it because you're like, nah, I'm fine. I still remember things. I'm pretty coherent. But I, for the longest time, was like, oh, if I ever black out, I'll never drink again. And I blacked out once. And I did slow down. I slowed it down, but it didn't make me stop completely.
Mm.
But also, I don't know. There's also a thing of you don't know. I don't know if my memory gets worse. Also, a lot of times I think my memory is worse, but then like other people would be like, oh, you have a good memory. And I'm like, but
but is it the things that you want to remember that you're remembering?
yeah, it's always like, yeah, I just remember weird things, and that's why people are like, you have a good memory.
Yeah.
Because I'll remember something specific about them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But I'm like, well, I don't need to know that.
But then when you try to recall something, you're like, oh, fuck, I can't remember for
Exactly.
the life of me.
I have no fucking idea. Like little detail. I used to know like very specific details. But then also you wonder like, is the hard drive space just running out?
That's also true.
No, yeah, because you're getting, because that is a real thing where you can only retain so much information, and you're getting, as you get older, shit must be just falling out of your head. Like shit must be leaving where it doesn't matter anymore. So.
Oh yeah. Every time I think that I like do a new show and I have to memorize the play, that like things are just gone, because I had a middle school friend reach out to me and he was like, oh hey, you remember that time that we did blah 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 with this person? And I was like, I have no idea who you're talking about. And
you're
I don't
losing
remember
entire
that at all.
people. That's a sacrifice you make for acting. Every time you memorize a new play, you remove a person completely from your mind.
They're gone.
Yeah.
Years just gone. Middle school, that's almost gone.
Yeah. You're going to go home one day and then they're going to be like, your brother's here. And you're like, who? And then you're like, oh, she did Macbeth again.
Well, that would just take up the same space. It's already taken.
Okay. You know what? I know, it's a callback.
Yeah,
it's a callback.
I know.
I'm just trying to, God damn it. Yeah, I don't know. But I haven't drank in like God knows how long. I probably had like 3 drinks this whole pandemic. Like I've barely drank at all. And I don't know. I don't like saying I used to drink a lot because I don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
But I used to go to the bar every week and like have beers, like have a couple of beers, you know?
But I also feel like, how much money are you saving? By
So
not
much
going
money.
to the
Yeah,
bars?
a ton of money. Yeah. Well, that's also the thing I realized in pandemic is like I'll buy other things and the way I justify buying something else is I'm like, oh, I would have spent. I'm like, should I buy this thing for $10? And I'm like, I used to spend like $60 at the bar every weekend.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can
Yeah,
buy
it's
something
okay.
for $10. I mean that's a good thing. But also you miss. I don't know. I miss going to the bar though. I miss seeing people. I don't know, man. You start to think like, will things ever come back?
I mean, I hope so. Because I'm gonna go fucking crazy if I if I only see my fiance for the rest
I'm
of
gonna
my
have
life.
a dead brother, dude. And he didn't make any art, so he won't even become famous.
No. I mean, he's got a couple sketchbooks, but
When you go back, when you go home today, you're gonna be like, you should start painting. And I'd be like, run.
I could be your art curator and put up a gallery.
You've always been a good drawer. You should start painting. Don't listen to the podcast. Don't listen to what I did with your brother. Yeah. I need to kill him.
He'll never know. It'll be in plain sight and he'll never know.
Yeah. It'll have to be a virtual gallery, though, given COVID and everything.
Yeah, but if I just put up a gallery and say, like, hey, capacity is at 25%, then it's okay. People think that's okay.
That's true. Also, like, are there any thriving... I wonder if there's any, like, thriving art galleries that are, like, only 2 people allowed in here at once.
I mean, that kind of makes them more exclusive.
Yeah,
and then people want to get in there.
Yeah, especially for an art gallery, if you have, like, really, like, well-known art in there, or you, like, at least make that the perception.
Yeah.
I feel like you'd have a BuzzFeed article in no time that's like, this new place is killing it in pandemic. This new gallery is killing quarantine. That's my favorite phrase.
Take this quiz. We'll show you which piece of art you are in this gallery.
Yeah. Oh my God. You'll lose your head when you see these paintings.
It's only one painting because all the other images are like no longer available on Instagram.
Yeah.
You see that on
Yeah.
BuzzFeed articles? I hate that.
Wait, what do you mean? Like,
you go to a BuzzFeed article and it's like they've got one picture and then all the other pictures are just not linked anymore because they're not available.
because the business is closed?
Yeah, maybe the business is...
That's why. Because they shut everything down and it doesn't exist anymore?
But I saw an article about dogs and like none of the pictures of the dog breeds were available anymore.
On Instagram?
Yeah.
But what
if
was...
the dog's dead? They just closed the Instagram page? It doesn't make sense.
Well, where were they from? Was it about like a dog walking group or something?
No, it was just about different dog breeds. So they had different dog pictures linked to these Instagram accounts.
I think BuzzFeed's got a similar scam going on that you have, but instead of people, it's dogs. They're fucking getting cute dogs and then killing them. I don't know what their motivation is. These dogs aren't becoming famous. They're just dying.
Yeah.
Maybe they're hooked up with PETA, and PETA's like, listen, BuzzFeed.
Or maybe...
you got to take out these dogs for us.
In order to get to see the dog breed, you have to buy the dog. So they're like jacking up prices for the dogs.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. That's the scam there.
That's what it is.
That's the racket.
They're trying to sell those dogs for high market value.
Yeah. And they won't even be that cute. And you won't know beforehand.
Well, yeah, I don't think a dead dog is very cute.
No.
The dog's not even going to be cute. It's dead. Lila! Oh, that's such a cutie. The timer went off. We're gonna come back for one more thing because I want to ask Bailey one more thing.
Ooh, that's what.
What the temperatures in Texas?
Yeah.
Are they actually? I don't know. They're just it's very cold.
Yeah, but then why do they keep saying Arctic?
Because they want to make it sound fucking bad, dude.
Well, it is bad. Yeah, there it is.
That was a big growl. You fucking jinxed me, dude. You mentioned the growls and now they can be heard fully. I don't think it comes up on the mic, though.
I think in this podcast, we should just have our stomachs talk back and forth to each other. I think that'll keep the people...
We should have just been like this the whole time. Oh, you actually made me remember something that I forgot to talk about before. I want to ask you, when you brought up the TikTok stuff. Fucking thing is... I'm always worried that the thing is crooked. Anyway... If you're listening, I'm worried about the windscreen being crooked. What the fuck was I saying? TikTok!
Yeah.
Yep. I'm good at this, huh?
Uh-huh.
I fucking forget what I'm talking about in the middle. Very good skill on a podcast. I was watching, speaking of like things that you're not sure about on TikTok. And when I say speaking about that, I mean we spoke about it like an hour ago. But we'll pick it back up because I remembered. I was watching TikToks of people in Texas right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like people showing their pipes bursting and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And one of them was this girl in her house and it's like flooding and she's crying and she's going, this is my home. I don't know what to do. This is my home. And part of me feels bad, but then part of me is like, get off TikTok. What are you doing?
Call a plumber.
Yeah, get the fuck out of there. Like,
Aww.
I don't know. I don't know how to react to it. I felt really bad for her and scared, but at the same time, I was like, don't do this.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. Fucking close your phone.
Yeah, but where are they going to go? I mean, they don't know how to drive in snow.
Yeah, but what are people going to do, like, on TikTok? Like, are they going to be like, oh, I'll help?
Maybe they'll start a GoFundMe, and then they'll pay to get her house fixed.
Another friend of mine was like, can you donate on TikTok? I go, no. I guess his thought was the same as yours. She should be on Twitch. She'll get subs and donations.
Yeah.
Guys, this is my house right now. Please go to the GoFundMe link and we'll repair it live on camera. Damn, dude, I felt bad. Anyway. But that's the weird world of TikTok. You see anything from sad boomer millennials trying to dunk on little kids to little kids having their pipes dunk on them.
Are we talking about house plumbing pipes right now? Because I feel like that could go.
Those pipes are dunking on them. Oh, what the fuck, bro? Jesus, dude. You went there, dude.
Yeah, I did.
You made that super gross, dude. Yeah. You knew what I was talking about.
I know, but the way you said it, my mind just went somewhere else.
Gross,
and I was like,
dude.
what are we talking about now?
Fucking twisted fuck. That's disgusting, dude.
Yeah, I just hide it better. It just all happens.
This is like one of my roommates. I'm always seen as the person with like the fucked up jokes and the fucked up the person who says like
fucked up shit,
borderline shit. Yeah. And I was making a video one time with her, and it was like gonna be a joke that had to do with like, it was very tricky. It was like something about suicide and stuff. And it was gonna be like a person like, the whole bit was somebody who wants to kill themselves, but then they like fucking can't do it or something. Like they keep fucking up, like they're trying to figure out online how to like tie a knot, and they don't know how to do it. It was dumb. Yeah. I ended up watching what we shot and being like, this is not in good taste. Yeah. But anyway, she made a joke and was like, oh, we should just put that video like on like the suicide subreddit. Oh. And see what happens. Pretty fucked up. Like she said that as a joke, and I was like, "What's the joke there?" She's like, "I don't know, just because it's not real, but you put it there." I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? You want us to fuck with the people who are depressed? I don't know what you're saying." Yeah. She's like, "Oh, it'd be funny." I was like, "You're the person who gets mad at me for jokes? What is going on?" That was the darkest thing I ever heard in my life.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
But the reason why I wanted to do a third little part is because we can't leave without us talking about Shoelace.
Oh yeah. You've
told me many stories about your life, but this is the story that I hold in my heart the most.
So when I was in high school,
yeah, all great stories start with that.
Yes, I was dating a guy who went to a Catholic school. And I did not go to a Catholic school. I went to public.
Yeah.
And he was a football player. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm dating a football player. Like, I feel like every high school girl kind of has that dream because it's in movies all the time.
Yeah, you see in movies, you're like, oh my God, I'm dating the cool kid.
Yeah.
Was he like a jock? Like, was he like a...
No, he was actually really like sweet and nice, but a jock.
Yeah. He was mentally a jock, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. But he wasn't like a built...
No, he was like... He was big. I think he was like... I don't know football that well. He was one of the front guys.
He was a lineman?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Big guy?
Yeah.
So he's pretty... Okay.
I think he was like 6'4" or something.
Oh, dude. Okay. So, yeah. All right.
Yeah. Pictures, you could never get both of us. It was like mid-chest and me or like his... face and then like the top of my forehead.
Yeah, you hoped that you could hit his belly button in a picture.
Yeah. So anyway, we're on the phone one night because we don't go to the same school. That's the only way we're gonna keep in contact with each other. And
oh wow, so you literally had the relationship where it's like he goes to a different school than me.
Yep. Because I was the girl in high school. I never dated people who went to my school.
Yeah.
I only dated people who went to other schools.
So you caused a lot of gaslighting in little kids' in little boys' lives. Where they were like, I have a girlfriend. And they're like, yeah, where? They're like, in another school. And they're like, yeah, fucking right, dude. That's the oldest trick in the book. And they're like, no, for real.
Yeah, that was me then. Oh, I hope that happened.
That had to have happened. Every kid who ever said that to me, every guy who ever said I have a girlfriend from a different school, we all were like, no, you don't. That's a lie. And there was no social media to be like, no, that's her. It was just like, you're a liar.
You like never met their girlfriend?
Yeah. I mean, that would be the move, is you got to meet them. Well, also, the kid who I'm talking about in particular was lying.
Oh, okay.
Like, he always lied about everything. But also, that's just the oldest... That's the oldest trick in the book.
That's the oldest cop-out. Yeah.
So anyway, you made a lot of boys be disbelieved, but continue.
Yes. And so we were having a phone conversation, and it had reached one of those lulls because you don't have a lot to talk about when you're in high school.
Yeah, some dead air.
Yeah. And so the typical thing that you do in those conversations is go, what are you thinking about?
Yeah.
And at first he was just like, oh, a towel. I was like, oh, okay. And I kind of pick up the conversation again, and I bring up something else, and then we hit dead air again.
Wait, he said, what are you thinking about? He said, oh, a towel?
Yeah. Okay. And I thought, oh, that's kind of weird. But I like continued on with the conversation. So then we hit dead air again. And I'm like, oh, what are you thinking about? And he goes, shoelace. And this time I like couldn't let it go. I was like, a shoelace?
Yeah.
What do you mean you're talking about a shoelace? And he's like, oh, there's a shoelace hanging from this light bulb, and I don't know why it's there. I'm also, are you just thinking about random things you're looking at? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, so when you said towel before, he's like, yeah, there was a towel on the floor, and I thought I should pick that up. I was like, okay, all right. I gotta go to sleep. I'm real tired. Good night. And it was pretty soon after that I was like, this isn't gonna work.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure as soon as he said shoelace, something in your brain went, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I like how you had a phone call with that just was the scene from Anchorman, where Brick is like, I love lamp, I love desk. And Bruce was like, are you just pointing to things in the room and saying you love them? Like, literally, you were like, are you just pointing to things in the room and saying you're thinking about them? He's like, yeah, dude. Anyway, I'm 6'4". Dude, tall, dude. That's being tall. I blame that on being tall. That kid is so tall.
I blame it on being a lineman in football. Like, he probably got hit so much that, you
think that's what it is?
There's some issues
I was a lineman. I was a center. And I bashed my head up against a lot of 6'4" shoelace kids. I never once was talking to my girlfriend on the phone and was like, shoelace. I never once, when my girlfriend was like, hey, what are you thinking about, thought, this is what I'm thinking about.
Like, this is a good idea. I should just say this one.
That's like if I was talking to my girlfriend and I was like, controller. And she's like, what? I'm like, I'm holding a controller. Anyway, I love that guy. I wish I could meet that guy. Do you know him still? What's he doing now?
I mean, I think I like Facebook stalked him like a couple of years ago.
Just to see? Yeah,
just to see like what he's up to, like what he made out of his life.
Yeah.
And he's like married with a kid now.
Make shoelaces. Little did you know he was really thinking about those laces. He started his own shoelace
factory.
Yeah. He started a shoelace company and it's fucking killing the game.
Yeah. Yeah, no. We didn't end well. I drove to his house to break up with him. And I
mean, that's respectful.
Yeah, I didn't want to do it over text or whatever. And he was like, "Are you serious? I wrote a song about you." I'm like, sorry. Like, whoa, I feel extra bad now, but it's just not gonna work. And then he like turned away, and he didn't think that I could hear him, but he was like, "Oh, what a fucking bitch!"
Like he was this close to you, and he's like, "Okay, fucking bitch, god damn it."
Yeah, but like as he was walking away, but I could hear him.
I don't know. He said shoelace. He might have just stood right there and be like, "Goddamn bitch, what the fuck?
No,
I hate her." Do you hear that? Also, why did you? How could you not? After the shoelace thing, how could you not be like, Well, let me hear this song. What is this song? You got hair.
I don't know. I think
Hair, nose, chin. These are what I see.
I unfortunately never got the pleasure of hearing the song.
Blue jean sweater shirt. You're wearing them right now. Shoelace. Oh, that's not part of the song. Fuck. Sorry, I just saw my shoelace. Sorry, I fucked it up. I was looking at my shoelace while I was singing the song. Anyway, let me get back to it. Fingers, nails, you got them. Oh, man.
Yeah, but that was weird too because his parents hated me.
Yeah.
Not his dad, but that was the first boyfriend that I had that their parents did not like me
Why do they hate you?
because I smiled too much.
Oh, now I feel bad for him, dude. That's fucked up.
His mom did not like me because I smiled too much, and then he had 2 older sisters, and they were like in the army. And one time, the time that I met them, they were trying to like intimidate me, like make me feel bad about dating their baby brother.
Why?
I have no idea. It was very weird, like woman dynamic in that house.
Yeah, now I just feel bad for him. Clearly he was living in a weird situation.
And his one of his sisters was like, "You smile too much. What are you up to something?" I was like, "No, I'm just enjoying my life."
Sounds like a miserable fucking house. Now I know what really happened. She was like, "You're smiling too much. What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?" He's like, "Oh, shoelace. Fuck."
He was just so under pressure.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh my god, I don't want to say what I'm really thinking because you get pissed." I don't know. I did really well in school today. Shut the fuck up. I did bad in school. No, shoelace. Sorry, don't hit me. Damn, poor kid. Well,
Yeah.
hope he's doing well with his shoelace company.
Yeah, I wish him nothing but the best.
Wish him the best, dude. All right, that's it, dude. Thank you for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, dude. We'll have you on again.
Hey.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Anyway, that's it. All right. Love you guys. See you next week. Oh my god, that was so fun.
I'm never doing this again.
Yeah, right, dude.
Jake, you're an idiot. Jake, you don't make any sense. Jake.